Oh, boy. Chunky, son. Woo, look at him. Look how chunky he is.
Yeah, that's pretty healthy fish.
He is. That one took me for a ride. Did you see that?
Yeah, he kicked under that.
Are you kidding me? No way did that just happen. Is that a little smallmouth?
Throat? What is that?
All right, guys.
What's that in his throat?
It's a big old orange crawdad. So, Dad just caught probably the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life. Not really. He is
It's my PW.
He's
my personal worst.
Yeah, that's how this day's going so far. He didn't even set the hook on that fish. It was just kind of just there. But anyway, we're doing something we don't usually do. We're in some pretty skinny water, fishing way up in the river, seeing if we can get on a few. I heard the bite was on up here. I caught 2 flipping this morning, and we just caught that little bitty one. I've had quite a few more bites, so we're just gonna keep on flipping and see what we can get done. So hopefully you guys will enjoy today's episode. I think he's still there. He hit it. Is he still there? Yeah, he's there. Look at it.
That's a good one, son. Hey.
Woo!
That was awesome. Yeah.
That was. Punching bass.
There you go. Real fish.
He knocked the piss out of it too. There you go. Back up. So I thought I'd show you guys what I was throwing and the setup I was throwing it on to catch the fish I did in today's video. And then I thought I'd kind of just tell you my thinking behind what I was doing and why I was doing it. So the setup and what I was throwing on it. So I was actually flipping a 3/4 ounce Beast Coast bomb flipping weight. I had that paired up with a 5/0 straight shank flipping hook, 65-pound braid, 8:1 gear ratio reel on my brand new 7.6 heavy fast action G-Rod Game Changer. And really I picked this line rod reel bait combination because of the current that we were fishing. We were fishing in some extremely fast current. I actually had the trolling motor on like 70 just to keep us going upstream into the current, and we caught all our fish fishing behind a island. The island actually split the river channel, and what we were fishing in was just a little slough that didn't have as much current as the main river. The main river had so much current that you literally could put the trolling motor on 100 and just sit still. So going in behind that island was just a little bit slacker water. There was still a lot of current in there, but it wasn't as quick as out there on the main river. And I picked that 3/4 ounce weight because of that. I knew that quicker water and that all that current, if you were to throw something a little bit lighter, 3/8, half ounce, you know, and I know even a half ounce, you're thinking, man, that's a heavy weight. it just wasn't enough. I had to go with the 3/4 to be able to get that bait to the places I wanted it to go. And what I was focusing on mainly was log jams, brush piles, just timber, that kind of thing. And the fish seemed to be orienting right to the base or around the backside of that kind of cover. And so I knew that I was going to need something really heavy to be able to get it in there and to get it to the bottom and get it to their face before the current grabbed it and jerked it on down the river channel. And so that's why I went with that 3/4 ounce weight like I did. And then that one punching fish I saw, you guys could see I actually had to launch this thing up pretty far up into the air. Realistically, when you're punching those trash mats, pretty much what they weren't even grass mats, it was where trash and grass had accumulated around those boat docks. Ideally, you're going to want an ounce, even an ounce and a half weight to punch through that stuff effectively, but I used what I had on, which was that 3/4. Got it up in the air, got some momentum to it, and got it punched to those mats to catch those fish. But that's why I chose that heavier weight. And I chose this rod because I chose that heavier weight. This rod is designed, like I said, it's a heavy, fast action. It is designed to fish those big weights, big braided fishing line, and to be able to stick those fish and get them out of that super thick cover like I was fishing on. The second fish you guys saw me catch, you could see when I hit him how far downstream he had already gone once he bit that bait. So what happened was I flipped into a log jam. He bit it and took off down the river with it. And you know, a lot of times bass will bite things, you know, and take off with them to go try to kill it somewhere else, to keep it away from other fish, to get it away from the cover. They do a lot of different things, but you guys could see just how fast that fish got down the river. And that's really where this fast action rod with this heavy braid comes into play, because number one, I'm able to hit him, get a good hook in him with that, all the backbone that's in that rod paired up with that braided fishing line. And then number two, I'm able to get him back towards the boat, get him up towards me, and be able to get him into the boat without him breaking me off or, you know, something like that, because it's nearly impossible to break that braided fishing line or to bend out these big flipping hooks like I was flipping with. And that's pretty much my thinking in the setup I was throwing it on. And then for what I was actually putting on that hook, I was just flipping a strike ring creature bait. And I really think any creature bait would have done, just if it's in this kind of profile, that kind of bluegill crawdad size, doesn't really matter. I didn't think. I just knew it needed to be something a little bit darker, because the water was a little bit muddy, a little bit darker. And so that darker profile with those little kicking appendages got those bass's attention and got me a few bass in the boat. And you know, this time of year, guys, it's tough to catch fish. It's August in Tennessee, and you know, we're right before it's, you know, gonna start getting cold outside eventually. You know, as we go into September and October, the temperatures are gonna start to cool down. The bass are gonna start eating more. But right now, as we're in August, beginning of September, even into the middle and into September, it can be a really, really tough time to catch fish. So being able to go out there and being able to pinpoint a few bass and do something kind of unusual, like flipping the big weight for those bass way up in the river channel, is something that, you know, you got to do to try to get a few bass in the boat. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, make sure to go leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go check out some more of my videos. But as always, you guys are sweet. Thanks for watching.